What I got to do?
I wanted to drive my car to work today, and that's just what it is. So
I needed it.
okay,
I had something to do.
well, you could have Ubered or something like you had me do them days when you didn't care about me having to be to work. Yes, it makes sense. Did it make sense that I Ubered and it's my car?
I'm waking up, it's a whole crowd.
Did it make?
What I Uber?
Oh, I wake up and I have my own car, but somehow I still be having to Uber to work sometimes.
Oh, you finna piss me off, bro.
Okay, you already pissed me off, so.
8 o'clock.
Okay, I've been at work. I can go to work in my car. What you not understanding about that?
So first off, I want to point out that these African women always go into TikTok and finding trivial situations about Black American women to make content about and take our American dollar for themselves needs to stop. And you Black women in America need to start canceling these women, because this is the form of exploitation I'm talking about, where everybody on these social media platforms thinks that we're here to be their fucking bread and butter. Now, there's no other way to understand it. This woman is a Nigerian woman, this Priscilla Boyle. You mean to tell me in her whole country she don't have nothing else to talk about that concerns Nigerian women and what Nigerian women are going through in their relationships? She has to come all the way to America, because the American dollar is worth more than hers, to cipher through what we got going on so she can sit down like she's some type of elitist, able to tell us how to get our shit together just because we don't know what the fuck we doing. We need her all the way from Nigeria to give us jewels of wisdom that we just can't figure out on our own. Black women, y'all gotta wake up, and you really gotta stop letting all these people from all over the fucking world exploit us. Her channel should have 2 fucking subscribers. 2 Nigerian subscribers. She should not have tons of American women supporting her page while she's taking the money from American Black content creators who have a right to talk about our life, our experiences in America, and what is happening with us. Who the fuck is she? She doesn't know anything about our Black history, our Black experience, nothing. But yet somehow y'all have given her license, and the rest of them, to come on YouTube and act like she's going to daughter and son us, like she knows better than we do about what we're living in. Y'all really need to stop this. And then the disrespect to allow other Black content creators their just due and their money. She always puts up the video, but she never puts the name of where she gets these people from TikTok, because she doesn't want you to just start going to those people's channels and bypass her. You know the rules of this game. If you're going to use somebody's shit, give them their credit, because this is not your material you're fucking trying to profit from. That's number one. Let's make that real clear. Because we need to start, as Black women, we need to start understanding that the AKAs showed you your power economically, that people like me and others have been trying to tell you for the longest you possess. And you actually could turn this whole shit around on all these social media platforms if Black American women would only support other Black American women. Take all the money back out of YouTube, TikTok, etc. Turn the algorithm on its fucking head and let them know, no. The same way we did it with the advocacy for Kamala, you could do that with every fucking thing else in the world that concerns Black American women. We don't have nobody talking about or championing the Black femicide that is taking our women away, which is what this little girl's situation will lead to. We don't have nobody doing that. So if we start going, no, you foreign people are going to stop talking about our business in America like you know something about it. You need to be talking about your religious persecution where you're from. your genital mutilation where you're from, how those women over there don't hardly have no goddamn rights, and they're being terrorized by those African men. You need to talk about what the fuck your women are going through and stop worrying about our business. Black women, what do we talk about? Gatekeep your culture. By gatekeeping your culture and putting these women in check, they will have to come on here and provide their own individually created content and stop stealing our shit. Because when she gets that check from YouTube from stealing some other American black woman's content and then talking bullshit over it, she is not going to send that woman a cut of her check. Why are y'all paying her? Why are y'all paying her to disrespect and exploit other black women? I will try to find who this woman was, and if I find her, I will put her up on my page to show y'all where her content came from. That's the least this bitch could do, because she's running around stealing everything black American women do, because none of these motherfuckers got no lives if they don't have us in their fucking mouth and creating content about us. And that's what you black American women need to really understand. You push the needle on this bitch for everything. And if you start pulling that arm back and letting them know, no, this shit gets no play without my permission, all this shit on here would change up. And instead of them trying to bash us and always talk shit about us, they would have to be singing our motherfucking praises, okay? Just to even be acknowledged. Because all they do is leech off of our fucking backs. With that said, I want to point something out to the young black women that are like this young girl in this video. My young black American sisters, please be clear. Playing house with a bum does not show anybody or prove to the world that you are grown. It's only proving that you still have a lot of growing to do. You still have a lot of mental maturing to do. Because there's no way in the world, my sister, if you are an adult black woman who knows that you are supposed to protect your best interests, you don't have nobody living with you that don't pull their own weight. As a matter of fact, until you over 30 something, you shouldn't have anybody living with you. Because you should be allowed to live your life however the fuck you want it. If you want to have a man for every flavor that the world provides every day of the week, you should have your own personal space to do that in. Y'all got to get out of this brainwashing that these black males are on TikTok, YouTube, and every other social media every day and night trying to convince you that you have to have some loyalty to black males and that any relationship you get in with them is lifelong and you can't go nowhere else. You need to stop believing that, because that is bullshit. This dude is in that relationship with this young girl to take advantage of what she has. There's no fucking way in the world that's her car and she should be taking an Uber anywhere. And the audacity of this motherfucker to talk about how he's getting upset because he can't use and abuse her stuff. Where's her mama at? To tell her that he needs to get thrown out on his fucking head. And baby, you could do bad by yourself. You don't need nobody helping you. Young women, please stop this bullshit. Your life does not exist around you being attached to a bum-ass motherfucker that can't do nothing for you besides use and abuse you. I don't understand how many times we black women got to come on here from all different walks of life in America to tell you young black women, playing house with dudes is not where it's at. Being young baby mamas or mothers of children or broke dudes who have no potential, no longevity to do anything in life, no initiative, is a dead end life game. You're not going nowhere once you start living like that. Don't do it to yourself. Stay away from them. If they don't have their own place to stay, their own car, their own money, their own job, and they're living life the way they should, as a responsible grown adult, do not engage. It's that simple. And for you to be playing around with this dude like, oh, what is so difficult to understand that I'm going to drive my car to work? That should have never been a conversation. It should have been like, I tell you what, you get out my car now And when you get home, pack your things and get out of my apartment. I'm done with this fucking relationship. And you should be that able to handle yourself that if that motherfucker tried to do anything, you pull out your gat and blast his motherfucking ass to where he needs to go. Or you shank his ass to where he needs to be. And stop taking this bullshit from these loser ass people. Young black women, you are putting yourselves in situations in life that you don't need to be in. That are always going to end up running you either to two outcomes. Being killed by black femicide or you killing his ass and having to do time. Why put yourself in that position to have either outcome? Leave it the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. None of these dudes, these black dudes out here are worth any of this. And for the rest of you watching, don't you ever start letting any dude lamp at home in your goddamn apartment, running around in your car, doing whatever the fuck he wants all day that is unproductive and disrespectful to you. And then coming to pick you up like you some little child. Don't ever front for these people. Don't pay bills when they can't afford it. Don't hand them your shit to make them look like they the man. Don't do none of that shit. Stay away from them if they are not already the fucking man. Y'all, this is what is called, her story and how this is going. This is the proliferation of poverty in the making. Because hopefully she doesn't have any children by this dude. But if she continues to stay in this relationship, it is only going to go downhill day after day after day. You are not his helpmate. You are not supposed to be breathing life into him. You're not supposed to be doing shit with him. He's a grown-ass individual who better learn how to carry himself and handle himself in life to get the things out of life that he wants. And if he can't get it for himself, he better work fucking hard until he can, or just deal with what he is able to do for himself. But he is not supposed to be allowed to leech off of you and take what you got to make him happy while you worrying about what he doing with your shit. It makes no sense, y'all. This is why so many of you don't have anything. Because you are using the resources that you should be using for yourself on dudes that can't do shit for you. Do not allow these guys to convince you that money is not important and that you looking for someone who is able to be economically sound and standing on their own financially is something bad. That is the basic requirement of all of society and everybody in it. So if they are not able to do that, stay away from them until they can. Young black women, you got to raise your standards and you got to stop going for this bullshit. This is a complete fucking bum trying to live off this girl, and this girl should get out of that situation with urgency. And the rest of you young black women watching this, do not put yourself in this situation. This is a disaster growing to happen. I hope y'all take what I say seriously. You're always saying older women don't give you any information. We don't try to help you. You need to listen. When you're in your 20s, that's for you to be in college, learning everything you need to learn to grow your brain while your frontal lobe develops the way it should. This is the time for you to travel the world, explore as many people as you want, however you want, to get your credentials in life and to grow every day in any way. This is your decade of growth, personal growth, intellectual growth, financial growth, credential growth. Grow. Become politically affiliated. Join women's groups like some of the Divine Nine and others where you have lifetime membership for people to help counsel you on your path in life. Do not squander your life and your young years away on stupidity with black males. They have no future. They don't care about future. You need to care about yours. Do not have children in your 20s. Do not waste your youth on shit you could do for the rest of your life. In your 30s, now you should be running after that money harder than you ever were in your 20s. And never settle for any guy that is trying to make you think that money is not important in a relationship. It most definitely fucking is. And if he don't have it, he don't need to be interested in no relationship with you. Stop letting these people get in your head and try to convince you that you're supposed to settle for nothing, so that they could come live off you and get everything they could never give themselves. Come on, black women, you got to do better than this.